Pablo Escobar was so rich. Rats were eating $2 billion of his cash every year. He was so powerful. He built his own prison and walked out whenever he wanted. He was so violent. He blew up an entire plane full of people, just to kill one man. People think they know his story. But you're not ready for the truth about Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. He wasn't born with gold in his crib. He came from a modest family in Colombia. His mother was a schoolteacher. His father, a humble farmer. But even as a kid, Pablo had ambition, and no fear. He once told his friends, "I might be poor now, but I won't die poor." And he meant it. He started small, petty hustles, fake diplomas, stolen gravestones. Yeah, he used to rob gravestones, clean the names off and resell them. But when he discovered cocaine, the game changed forever. In the 1970s, Pablo co-founded the Medellín Cartel. At its peak, he controlled 80% of the world's cocaine supply. Let that sink in. 80%. He smuggled 15 tons of cocaine a day into the United States alone. By the late 1980s, Forbes listed him as one of the richest men in the world. Estimated net worth? $25 billion back then. In today's money? Around $80 billion. They had so much cash they couldn't hide it fast enough. His brother Roberto said they lost 10% of their money to rats and mold each year. That's $2 billion, eaten. Gone. And guess what? They didn't even care. But Escobar didn't just want money. He wanted to be loved, respected, immortal. He built neighborhoods, football fields, schools, and clinics. Handed out stacks of cash to the poor. To this day in Medellín, some still call him Don Pablo. Some even pray at his grave. But don't be fooled. Behind the Robin Hood mask was a monster. When the Colombian government turned on him, Escobar declared war. Judges, journalists, presidents. No one was safe. His motto? Plata o plomo, silver or lead. Take the bribe or take a bullet. He had Justice Minister Rodrigo Lara Bonilla gunned down. He had presidential candidate Luis Carlos Galán assassinated at a rally. What? In front of everyone. He even ordered an assault on Colombia's Supreme Court in 1985. Over 100 people died. 11 Supreme Court justices, gone. Also, Escobar could erase his name from the extradition list. But the worst? Avianca Flight 203. In 1989, he heard that a presidential candidate was on board. He planted a bomb. The plane exploded mid-air. 107 people died. The candidate? Wasn't even on the flight. He did all that, just to kill one man. The Colombian government, backed by the USDA, went all in. They formed the search bloc. A unit just to find and destroy Pablo Escobar. But Escobar had one last trick. In 1991 he cut a deal. He said, "I'll surrender, but I'll build my own prison." And they let him. He called it La Catedral. But this was no prison. It had a jacuzzi, a nightclub, a soccer field, and a waterfall. He even built a dollhouse for his daughter. He handpicked his guards. No one came in unless he allowed it. He was living like a king, while supposedly serving time. But then, 2 of his top guys vanished. Rumor was, Escobar had them killed inside the prison over money. The government had had enough. They moved to transfer him to a real jail. But when they arrived, he was gone. He walked out the back door and disappeared. For 16 months, Escobar was a ghost, always one step ahead. But then came Los Peeps, a brutal vigilante group targeting everyone connected to Escobar. His lawyers, his bankers, his family. And here's where it gets murky. Some say Los Peeps were being helped by the very cops who were supposed to arrest him. Others say they were funded by rival cartels. And even that the CIA turned a blind eye. No one knows the whole truth. But the timing was no coincidence. By late 1993, Escobar was tired, alone, and on the run. Then, on December 2nd, one day after his 44th birthday, he made a phone call to his son. That call was traced. Police stormed his hideout in Medellín. Escobar fled to the rooftop with one bodyguard. Gunfire erupted. Escobar was shot and killed. Some say it was the police. His family says he shot himself in the ear, just like he always said he would. Over 25,000 people came to his funeral. Some cried. Some came to make sure he was dead. And though the Medellín Cartel died with him, Escobar's name only got louder. He's in songs, TV shows, on t-shirts. His house is a tourist stop. He smuggled 4 hippos into Colombia. Now, over 100 of them are roaming wild. The government is still trying to deal with that mess. Pablo Escobar is long gone, but the chaos he created? still alive. In the rivers, in the news, in the myths. That was Pablo Escobar. If you want more real stories of power, crime, and madness, hit that subscribe button. Click like, subscribe, and share this with someone who thinks they know Escobar. Because this was just the beginning.